Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showing you how to analyze a power and consistency of a YuGiOh deck using the power of statistics and mathematics. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using R. If you don't know what R is, you're free to look it up on their website, rproject.org. But anyways, let's get into the video. So we need R as our tool. And we'll also need a list of the cards for your deck. And for this demonstration, I'm going to be using the list from my ABC deck. Let's open that up and take a look. As you can see here, I have listed out every single card from monsters, spell cards, and trap cards. But if you count it all out, it's actually 39, not 40. The reason for this is because I run Upstart Goblin as my 40th card anyway. And what Upstart does is that it lets you draw another card, essentially digging deeper into your deck. So even though it's 40 cards, it actually feels like you're running a 39 card deck. Because if you draw Upstart, you can immediately play it to get into another card. So anyways, let's open up R. And I already have the script opened up. Written out beforehand. So for this, essentially the first thing you need to do is read in the file. So copy that. And as you can see, the R created a data frame called my data, and with one column. And this column will just be card names. And inside the column card names, it lists out every single card in our deck, the 39 cards I listed. And the next thing you want to do is create a vector from the card names column in the my data frame. If you take a look at that, you clearly see that in this vector it has 39 values, and it has all the 39 cards in it. So now that you have the vector and whatever, you need to set up a second data frame, because what we'll be essentially doing in this experiment is that we'll be sampling from these 39 cards samples of, say, 5 card opening hands. And I'm going to be analyzing, looking at each hand and giving it a rating from 1 to 10. 10 means this hand is like God hand, and 0 and like a lowest of 1 means that this hand is essentially unplayable, and you might as well just scoop and surrender if you open a hand like that. And what this hand's data frame will be doing is that it's going to keep track of each of the 100 different hands under each of the card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4, and card 5. So you type that in. And now you need to do the loop, so it goes from 1 to 100. We're going to look at 100 different hands, and each of those 5 cards, we're going to add them as a separate row to the next, add the additional row to the hands data frame. So we paste that, and now the 100 repetitions have done. Now we're going to write this into the CSV file so we can take a better look at it. Okay, so that's pretty much done. Now you can open up this and take a look. So you see that it was modified last modified about just a minute ago. So now we open that up, Excel. As you can see, we have the different 5 card opening hands. This one we can just delete because we don't need it. Save this. And for the purpose of this, to make it look better, we want to format the cells. Wrap the text. And we pretty much have we can see like what each card is. So for this, I'll put this as rating. So remember, like a 10 would be like a very good hand, and a 1 would be this hand is absolutely unplayable. Hey, so as you can see, for this hand, you have all 3 pieces along with Soul Charge, as well as Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. But unfortunately, you do not have a field spell, so you could maybe set Crush Wyvern and wait for your opponent to kill it and summon one of your Buster Drake or Assault Core. But really, you're not getting your combo out. I'll give this one a 3. This one you get both Dragon Ravine and Dragon Shrine. Dragon Ravine you can use to dump like the Strudel or Darkworm to the graveyard, which you can also do with Dragon Shrine, and then immediately synchro with Crush Wyvern for a level 7 synchro. So for this one, I will rate it a 8. This one you have a Supreme Dragon King Darkworm, but again you don't have the field spell. However, you do have Solemn Judgment and Cosmic Cyclone, as well as Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, which gives you some defensive options. But since you don't have any good offensive options, I'll probably rate this one a 4. And so on and so forth with each one of these. I will continue with this after. I will I'm going to cut the video and do the rating for each one of these, and I'll come back after this whole thing is done. Okay, so we're just about finished. This one, I'll give it a 7. This one, you have Dragon Shrine, Destrudo, Ghost Ogre, and these 3 cards for defense, so that's a fairly good hand. I'll give it an 8. Last one. Unfortunately, this hand is not that great. You have Foolish Burial, which you can mill Darkworm with. You have Destrudo, but then you don't have a follow-up play as you don't have a field spell. On the other hand, you do have good defensive options, but you can't win games with pure defense. You need to have an offense. That is, unless you're playing Final Countdown. But anyways, unfortunately, I will have to give this hand a 4. So now we're done with this, and now we open up R. And since we modified this file, which now includes the ratings as well, I'm going to read it in. Okay, now check out my, and as you can see, it has all the ratings next to it. So now I'm going to just save the ratings into its own vector. And as you can see, we have the ratings for the 100 different hands. Now we want to calculate the mean of this, which comes out with an average of 6.8, and now we want to see like how much variability this is. Like the mean of the rating, this will indicate the deck's a good indicator for the deck's power, as obviously decks that have higher means are more likely to be powerful. But in terms of consistency, we'll want to look at the variance of the ratings. And this shows 2.95, roughly 2.95. The standard deviation in this case would be 1.72 roughly. And if we take a look at the histogram of, say, ratings, most of the there are a few hands in which has, say, when you don't open a field spell and you don't have a follow-up play, you will probably have a hand between roughly like around a 3. But on the other hand, you have a large number of over 30 different possible 30% of your hands come in between 7 and 8. And as we previously defined, in order for you to have a rating higher than 7, the hand must at least contain a field spell or a potential combo that can get out a Decode Talker and at least 1 Dragon Buster. And since the mode of this distribution is within this range, this shows that the consistency of the deck, while not the best, it shows that it is reasonable and you can expect to get out that first turn combo fairly consistently. In any case, yeah, this is my demonstration for testing power and consistency in Yu-Gi-Oh! Using R. Please let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you have any questions on how I conducted my experiment. And in any case, thanks for watching, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.